Hello and welcome to another episode of the Jenna and Tosh Show. I'm Jenna Morton.
And I'm Tosh Taylor, and I'm so excited for today's show. And I know that we say this with every single episode, but that's because we love what we do, and also because I love food.
It is. This is pretty much like the best job ever, is getting to just talk with interesting people about interesting things. And today's guest is just full of so much that we can't wait to talk about.
Okay, perfect. So we've got Lily Lynch with us today, and Lily has created an amazing business here in the Greater Moncton area.
Well, I would say it's Greater Moncton, St. John, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia. Lily, tell us all about it. Don't let us talk. Tell us about what you're up to.
So thank you very much for having me. I'm really excited to chat with you guys today. So as Jenna was saying, we're actually a marketplace called Sankara, and we're a marketplace that extends across New Brunswick and also into Nova Scotia. Our aim for the marketplace, which is presently called sankaracuisine.com, it's an online marketplace, is to invite the community to experience multicultural food, multicultural crafts, and groceries, all created by local vendors that live within the community. So I can understand where, like, from your perspective, you view the Moncton items and you can see the meal boxes and you can see the crafts and the vendors in your area. And that's very intentional. We want it to be a hyper local experience to create a connection between different people from different parts of the world who now live in your community, and you can access their culture through our website.
Isn't that just like everything about that is just so fantastic. I love how it's all coming together. Tell us a little bit about how you decided to create this and to start this venture.
Yeah, so myself and my co-founder, we moved to New Brunswick from Halifax, Nova Scotia. He moved 5 years ago and I moved 4 years ago. And upon arriving here, we didn't know anyone. And we also had a very big inclining that there was a desire for people to try the food that comes from my co-founder's country, which is Nigeria. And so my co-founder and I decided to go to a public market and bring our food to the people. So we created dishes that are vegetarian, that are meat lover, snacks and appetizers and sweets. And people just loved it. They flocked to the market, which is Queen Square Market, one of the most multicultural markets in the whole province, I would argue. And people kept coming and coming. But as you know, in Canada, we do have seasons. And so a public market outdoors can only last comfortably for so long. And so at that moment, we realized all of those vendors who we had built relationships with and who were newcomers and who were sharing their culture, but also creating income, all of those folks were going to lose that open door where they used to greet their customers at the market every week. So it was at that moment that my co-founder began to teach himself how to code, to build our marketplace online, to incorporate all those vendors on our marketplace. And now that's our website, and that's how we operate till this day. And we've extended from St. John to Fredericton to Moncton to Halifax, and eventually we'll be extending across the country.
Okay, so if people were looking for things on the website, I want to know, like, if I wanted a cheese, for instance, is that something that I can find if I'm looking for a specific kind of cheese or a specific plate? What am I going to find when I go on your website?
I think that's a great question. And while we don't exclude anyone, cheese is something you can definitely get from really great people who have know-how locally in New Brunswick. So our marketplace is specifically catered to vendors from international backgrounds. So if you were to come on our website, you can experience foods, meal boxes, which is a meal plan service that our chefs run. And so every Sunday you can experience a new culture, which Jenna and her family have done by ordering a meal box, and you basically open it up and open these dishes like curry and naan and samosas, and your family can experience the world right at their kitchen table. So if you go on our marketplace, while we might at some day offer products that are local and express the local culture, right now we represent Pakistan and India and Nigeria and Ethiopia and Mexico, and places where all the newcomers that are coming to our region are representing as they come here. So we're trying to really give people that expression, that authentic culture, and a platform to do that for free.
And I have to say, it was such an experience to have the meal boxes. And to have the information that came with them. So if you just order out takeout from a restaurant, you might be able to order something that is authentic to a different culture than yours, but you don't get education with it, and you don't get that same connection with it. And when we had the meal box, it comes in just lovely packaging to begin with, and then you open it up, and there's the information about the chef and the chef's background and the chef's culture. And right away, we had this lovely box of Indian food, this lovely information about the chef, and my kids went running to the map that we have on the wall to figure out where he was, and then it had listed different places he'd worked around the world as well, and so they basically kind of tracked this man's journey to our community. And the conversations that we had, those aren't the kind of conversations we have other times we've had butter chicken. So what you've created with that connection with these meal boxes and the market is just outstanding.
I love that. That is so cool. What a brilliant idea.
It's quite wonderful.
Yeah, you get the meal boxes are meal boxes. Everybody, we see the same thing, and it's like, here's your ingredients. Good luck. And it sounds like it's not like that at all.
No, you also didn't have to cook it, which was to me the best part.
Hold on, wait, what? You have to do the work? Okay, if you have to tell us more.
You don't do any work. So what we understand is that people here might be tired of cooking, might be out of ideas, might just not have enough time to dedicate to go shopping to cook. And all of our partner vendors, and all of our partner vendors are experts in this cuisine because it's an inherent part of their identity. It's an inherent part of their family's culture together. And so when they move to New Brunswick, they want opportunities to share the food that they're so great at creating with their community. So the chefs go to licensed kitchens in their community. So Food Depot in Moncton, they go to that one. In Fredericton, we have partnerships with kitchens up there, and in St. John as well. So they go to those kitchens, they bring in all the ingredients, they create the dishes, they box it all up, and you receive a box ready to eat meals in front of your doorstep on Sunday. So it's an entire experience. And as Jenna said, there's a bio that gives you information about that chef. So you get to know them more dynamically than just experiencing a very easy to access, tangible part of their culture, which is food.
Okay. Next question. I'm so all over this. So in my house, for example, there are 4 of us that live in my house, but only me and maybe half of one of my kids would enjoy, my husband is meat and potatoes all the way. He will not try anything new. So what meal box sizes do they come in? Do you cater to one person?
Yeah. So the meal box, and I would take Jenna for an example. You got many people to feed, you got people to keep happy, you got people to please, and also offer new experiences too. So our meal boxes the food is not spicy. Right now we have Filipino, we have Indian food. Some of the Indian is on the spicier side, but there are dishes like butter chicken that's fine. It's not spicy. The Filipino dishes are definitely not spicy, and there's something for everyone. So there's chicken adobo, basically chicken with a delicious sauce that it's been steamed in and stewed in, and you can get that, and your family would love it, I'm sure. So it comes in sizes for one, but if you want to have a big Sunday meal, you can just order one meal box and it feeds everyone. So, and the price is from $55 to $69, and that includes everything you need to have 5 meals, one every day of the week, if you're, just feeding yourself for lunches or have a big family meal.
Yeah, I thought the prices are just blew me away. So affordable for the amount of food that comes out of those boxes, and everything is in containers that you can put right in the fridge. So if you're, it would last you the week easily if you ended up being the only one who did want to eat it. But like Lily says, I don't think that would be the case. Most people. I don't know.
But okay, so I'm a vegetarian. There are vegetarian options, vegan options.
Yeah, there's something for everyone. So we have lots of amazing vegetarian and vegan items. I mean, the ingredients that are from different parts of the world are so healthy and plant-based and so grounded in their culture and in their cuisine to cook with beans and legumes and rice. So there's something for everyone for sure. So, and every one of our cities that we operate in, we always cater to vegetarians and vegans.
Love it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to kind of take a little step back from the meal boxes.
Yeah.
And I've seen some of the posts that you've done on social media that talk about where the name came from and the real concept and idea, greater than what we're talking about the marketplace. Can you share a little bit of that story with us?
Absolutely. So I did want to share with everyone a photo of what our logo is. Without maybe making it too obscure, there's some text there you don't need to see, but that's our logo right here. So it's actually double ram's horns. So it's two rams that have entered into combat with each other. And so the logo is a symbol from West Africa, from Ghana, and it's called Duenamen. Very hard to say, but essentially it means strength and humility. When rams meet and they fight, they do know that they could potentially win the fight and overcome whatever battle that they're facing, or they might know that they have to have the humility to lose that particular battle. So the rams represent those two values that we put forward in our company, but also the name Sankara stands for autonomy, self-determination, and just making a name for yourself despite whatever circumstances that you might be in. And so our company is named after Thomas Sankara, who was an amazing revolutionary leader in West Africa from Burkina Faso. So when he took power in Burkina Faso and he won the election in the 80s, he came into a country called Upper Volta, which is a name that the French put on that land. And he immediately changed the name of that country to Burkina Faso, which means land of the upright man, which means do it yourself. We just need to lead ourselves. We need autonomy. And we believe that those are the same principles that newcomers come here wanting to pursue. My own life, my own dream, my own self-determination. And so that's really what our company is all about. We have represented over 25 different countries on our platform so far, from all these newcomers that we've been able to work with. And even some folks are first generation. They just want to communicate the culture that their parents have instilled in them. So those are our values, and our company logo and our company name is really important to us. Thank you for asking.
Oh, you're welcome. Every time I see it pop up and I see you sharing that information about it, I'm just like, yes, this is, I knew snippets of, because I pay attention when countries change their names.
She does.
And I love that. And so, but I didn't know as much of the story as I do now. And so, every time things pop up like that, and the different, like you said, you've got, 24 countries now that you've represented, and all the stories that come out in those bits that are also connected here now and can be connected to our families. And it's really wonderful to watch what's happening there.
I think it also works really well for you and I, and the ground that we stand on with this podcast too, right? Is we're very pride of place, and we're very proud of this province, and we're very proud of the people that want to be in this province as well. So I love what you're doing. I think it's fantastic, and not just the business itself, but what you guys are standing for as well. And us all being people that are come from a ways, it's it makes it that much more. Like, I just want to hug you right now, but you're not.
Yeah, there's a definite connection to just identity and roots and pride, because there's just been so much turmoil in so many parts of the world. So it's just amazing to come together as a community in each different city that we operate in, and be able to, our mission is to build cross-cultural empathy by making culture more accessible and more authentic. So I'm not saying that people shouldn't make Indian food at home. Like, you definitely should. But there's something very different when you learn about Chef Raman, who made the Indian food for your meal box, and your family can support and take pride in him sharing his culture and sharing his authentic knowledge with you through that experience.
And to share his story. And I think every time that we share a story or hear a story of someone who has chosen to come to this place, it helps shine a light on, all the positive things that do exist here, and all the positive things that can come here and can happen, because we have that capacity to welcome so many people. And it's that idea of like, my kids are like, oh, we live in this cool place that other people want to come to, and that can help them then be so much more in tune with going, oh, when we can travel again, I need to go see these other places too.
Yeah.
I also like
Definitely.
the fact that the food is cooked by these chefs, because try as I might, you say, yeah, you can make Indian food at home. I can't. It's just, it's not the same. It's not going to taste authentic. It's not going to have the love in it that the chefs that you've chosen would put into this food as well, right? So I think the idea behind not having cooked it on so many levels is so great.
Yeah, it's really wonderful. And the other benefit to our platform as well, and we hope to maintain this as long as possible, is that none of our partner vendors or chefs pay anything to participate in our marketplace on our website. So we reach out to chefs, or we have them approach us. We market to them. We let them know the benefits of joining and how they can get their culture out into the community through our marketplace. And they decide to sign up. They show us their credentials, and they tell us which kitchen they're cooking at or where they make their craft. And just we try to learn as much as possible about them. And then we just send it out there into the world and hope that people are supportive and engaged and curious, because you have to be adventurous and curious to want to participate in our website. It's we know our ideal client, we know who we're trying to target. So it's the other thing is it's also principally Canadians. So we're not selling food from India to Indians, or we're not selling Palestinian food to Palestinians. Everyone from that culture knows very well how to cook their dishes or how to make their crafts. What we're doing is trying to create an avenue for experiencing another person, culture, and another place through our marketplace for Canadians. So it's been really great so far, and we hope to continue for sure.
I'm wondering what kind of conversations and feedback you have from your chefs and from your craft makers and everyone else who interacts on that side of the platform.
Yeah, it's been really great, especially when the pandemic initially hit and New Brunswick, went into lockdown, and we put our emergency measures in place to keep our population safe. There was a definitive moment when everyone realized this isn't going away anytime soon. And as you all know in Moncton very well, like, my heart goes out to you. You're still within it, and you're still grappling with how to safely mobilize yourselves and how to safely interact with other people that you love and adore. And in some of your daily routines or weekly routines, that might be going to a physical market and experiencing whatever the vendors have to offer. So in early April, when we realized the pandemic was going to be with us for quite a long time and impact a lot of people, we reached out to our vendors and we asked them, what is it that you think we might be able to help you with through this time? And so that was when we realized that the meal box idea we were approaching them with was something that they were very tantalized by. So we decided that whoever could participate should participate, and they had a massive amount of support, and they wouldn't have been able to create and generate that income and share their culture continually if we hadn't had the meal box program in place, because public markets were closed, restaurants were closed, and they were losing that connection with their clients. So the old clients and the new clients really jumped on board for meal box, and we've heard great feedback from the chefs about their experience and how we've been able to keep them safe and still operate and create revenue for them.
So if you had a chef, or if there was a chef looking to be a part of the program, how would they become a part of it? Like, do you have a pretty rigorous, like, I need to taste your food before? Are you lucky enough to taste everything before it goes, or what?
It's always a bonus, it's great. I've tried food from so many different places, and I'm just really interested in knowing people's story and why they want to participate. But primarily, if we decide to onboard a chef, it's because they have signed up on our website, provided references for people in their community who have tried their food, can vouch for it. They have shown us their food safety certificate. They have told us how much experience they have and proposed various menus that they want to sell. And so at that moment, we reach out to the references and we go through and we really dig into, is this person the right fit? Because not everyone is going to be the right fit for what we're trying to do. And initially, as was Sankara's values, the Sankara we just spoke about, we had hoped that this opportunity create revenue for mothers that might be staying at home, that could cook and go to the licensed kitchen to create revenue and cook their cuisines from their cultures. But actually, the most chefs we've had on our website have been men who are cooking their cultural cuisine and going to the kitchens and participating. So we would really love to rally up, like talking to some great women now, we would really love to rally up support for more women joining Sankara if they have the right credentials and if they're interested. So that's, I would invite them to contact myself. I can leave my phone number for them, or they can reach our website, which is sankaracuisine.com.
Yeah, I certainly do hope that as more people learn about what you're doing with the Meal Box program and learn about your values, that you are going to have those people that go, oh, wait, I have something I can share. I can do this. I think there's probably, a lot more people out there than we realize who have these skills and have these incredible dishes, incredible stories to share, that I am so hoping that we do get more, because I get very jealous right now when I look at the website and I see, some of the other cities have many more options than we have here.
Moncton.
I love what we have, but let's have more, because then I could try even more and just keep rotating through them.
And that's a fantastic example too, right? Like I can think off the top, like I've got a handful of people right now that
I feel like Tosh knows a few people from her market daily after this.
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
we're going to talk after this, Tosh.
Yeah, definitely. But it's a great way for neither one of us live in town too, right? So like if you're not coming into town or you're not lugging your kids into town to go to a restaurant or to the market or whatever, this is a great way to experience it that way as well. And then you can use it later on to either order more or make it an excuse to come into town.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's forever away. It sounds like but still.
And we can coordinate delivery as well. Like I know Jenna, when she ordered her meal box, there was an opportunity like that she was going into Moncton. So she actually met the chef at their facility and picked the food up and just, got that experience. But we deliver.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Everything about the process, super easy, super user-friendly, fantastic all around. And we are going to keep telling people that they need to sign up. And we have to wrap it up there. But we're going to make sure that in the show notes, and we will share everything. If you're looking for the website, if you're looking for the contact information, you're going to be able to find that. And if you go on the website on Pickle Planet, you'll see some of the pictures of my family enjoying their food.
So many times I drooled over those pictures. So many times. Yeah. So I was pretty excited about this podcast because I knew this was something that I was going to jump feet first into. Absolutely. So you can keep watching my page for pictures of stuff that I pick up as well.
And Lily, if folks want to follow you directly, why don't you remind everyone about the website and your social media?
Thank you. So I would invite anyone looking to even purchase gift cards or purchase artisanal goods from other places. We have beautiful earrings and clothing from different parts of the world. You can access them all through our website. So it's www.sankaracuisine.com. And Sankara is spelled Sankara. And you can also follow us on Facebook or Instagram. It's at Sankara Market.
And just in time, the holidays are coming up. I love that. The gift cards, little gifts.
Yes.
Gifts and some meals. Fantastic for that family who's got everything.
Yeah, that's so true, isn't it? So true. Lily, thank you again for being here with us and for telling us about the amazing business we so love, helping to promote just wonderful things that we are 100% on board with as well. So thank you for spending the time to be here with us today.
Thank you very much. Thanks to you both.